Hello, gorgeous human. Alas, we meet again. Today, I'm going to talk to you about dark feminine energy and how you can use it to manipulate people and get exactly what you want in your claws of feminine divine energy. Honestly, this topic has been a long time coming. I've just watched some content about dark feminine energy and what it is and isn't, and I've even pulled up a blog post. Okay, I've never really commented about dark feminine energy, as we can see on this blog post. Dark feminine energy, light feminine energy. Listen, just Google it and you'll see a series of blog posts. YouTube it and you'll see a series of things. I'm going to weigh in, okay? And I'm going to tell you something about how to use dark feminine energy to get what you want, to just get your cauldron and get him to meet your desires, because that's what they make it sound like. They literally make it sound like dark feminine energy is witchy, to put it bluntly, and light feminine energy is princessy. They make it sound like Disney, like we're doing Disney over here. Dark feminine energy, you are basically Maleficent, and light feminine energy, you are every single princess under the Disney hood, okay? And let's break it down a little bit, because this is not what we're dealing with. I really love, okay, let's back it up one time. What I love is gimmicky shit. I love it. I love black cat energy. I love, all the stuff I talk about on TikTok, okay? I love all the trends, love feminine energy, love all the things that make what we're talking about here digestible. I love a branding moment. I love when things are branded. I love when things are like easily referred to. And I love games. I'm a playful person. I love playing dark feminine. I love being Angelina Jolie, Megan Fox, and then I'm light energy. I'm this and that. I'm Goldie Hawn or somebody really cute, right? I love when things are digestible and tangible. But what I don't like, homegirl, what I don't like is when things are made to feel a little bit generic and silly when it comes to talking about women. We are fed a lot of things about women being very, very interesting to the world, important and pivotal in their youth, and disposable as they get, like, I don't know, 50 plus, 40 plus, whatever it is, the time that they become disposable in society is, right? And the reason I don't love the dark feminine energy trend, unless it helps you enter that kind of confident era that you're looking for. I will tell you what people say dark feminine is, okay? First of all, dark feminine energy is supposedly authentic, fearless, passionate, confident, wild, free, and powerful. Light feminine energy is patient, elegant, forgiving, nurturing, innocent, and peaceful. So we are seeing these two dichotomies of like this peaceful, earth motherly, like, princess. And on the other side, we've got this like, I know what I deserve. I am woman. I am, she's traversing through the mountains and she's got arrows on her back. And she's like, got those stripes that she's drawn in her victim's blood on her cheeks. But she is woman and she's one with the wolves and stuff. And I think just both of these characters are very, very 2D. They're not 3D. And I'll tell you exactly what dark feminine energy is and light feminine energy is. And both of them are not here to allow you to get what you want or manipulate men or jump into some kind of character. I talk a lot about rebranding on my podcast and on my YouTube channel and in my book, and envisioning who you are before you become that person. Because essentially my background is that of an actor, and it helps me enter a persona before I am one. When I did Miss Universe and when I did all those things, I wasn't feeling like that until I acted like that, okay? But when we split the feminine energy woman into these two traits, it makes you feel like if you are to be mature and decisive, which is essentially what dark feminine energy is, I'll break it to you now. Dark feminine energy is basically maturity and light feminine energy is youthfulness. If you are to be mature, you are dark in terms of like dark traits, like the dark triad of traits, the dark triad being psychopathy, narcissism, and antisocial personalities, right? So if you are to be, let's read them again, authentic, fearless, passionate, confident, wild, and powerful, you are dark. I'm not sure that is what we should be aiming for. What we should be aiming for instead is a trajectory in life where you start at one point. Obviously, we're all born innocent. You don't have an experienced child. So essentially, you are born light feminine. patient. I mean, you might not be patient as a baby, that's a skill you cultivate, but you are forgiving, nurturing, innocent, peaceful. Those are innate traits that a person might have, okay? Those are just beautiful traits that one has in terms of lightness. And if you imagine that kind of, this is all the blogs, all the YouTube videos about light feminine is like this kind of like princess energy. That's what they equate it to, princess, okay? And then you become wild and all this stuff. But essentially, dark feminine energy is decisive feminine energy. It's woman. That is what it is. Dark feminine energy is woman and light feminine energy is girl. And we go from one side to the other and we can mix them both up. And I've told you time and time again that if you want your relationship to have longevity, you have to display playfulness. What does playfulness mean? It means light feminine energy traits like laughter, lightness to your energy, lightness of being, a light disposition. You can't be so heavy to be around. And I'm not saying that you are with some abusive man and you're like, yes, darling, whatever you want, darling. No, I'm not saying that. Stop twisting what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to have a lightness of being as the feminine partner in order to give this injection of playfulness to your relationship. Dark feminine energy is said to be boundaries. I talk about boundaries till the cows come home. My Substack is all about boundaries, how to set boundaries. All of my classes are about boundaries and feminine energy in its entirety. But I am just here to marry the concept and to talk more about going from youth to maturity and not feeling like the only time you're pivotal or important in life is when you're a youthful, bubbly, light, feminine girl. No, it's about the 3 stages of psychological femininity, and that is maiden, mother, matriarch. Maiden, mother, matriarch. Dark feminine energy, ironically, as much as people say it is about, like being decisive and Angelina Jolie and rare and vampire-like, it's very also intrinsically natural. Like, it's very natural to be wild, free, passionate, confident. That's also little girl traits. Little girls can be all those things too. These concepts are not separate. They are not different. And I don't want you to feel like you are now in your dark feminine and now you're in your light feminine. It's all feminine. All things that are naturally you as a woman are feminine. You're just traversing through life. Maiden is everything that you are doing. Maiden is fearless. Maiden is courageous. Maiden is, have you ever seen Brave, that Disney movie or Pixar movie or whatever? She is a little bit controversial. She does what she wants. She's young. She is maybe building a career if you're a young woman. Mother is that part that comes out of you. And mother is not just nurturing, kind, and picking flowers and breastfeeding her children. If you want to know the power of a woman, or aka mother role, try and cross a female animal that is got her cubs with her. That is also mother. That is very natural. And if that's not dark feminine, as it's ripping your face off when you're trying to touch her cubs, I don't know what is. You know what I mean? That's not light feminine. It's all married and intrinsically all in one. You cannot be a whole woman unless you explore all sides of you. Yes, you are nurturing, but yes, you are wild and free. And before we had our systems, which are in place now, which are, mother in the home, white picket fence, the role of stay-at-home mum has only existed in its entirety since the Industrial Revolution. Before that, feminine roles in households were very much rigorous and a lot of work, as they still are, but in a very different way. There wasn't like men work, women don't. Women used to, let's say he was I don't know, what I'm imagining is like, he's like, I don't know, a cobbler or something, right? It's not like she would sit at home and feed the birds on the balcony. No, there was a lot of, she would do the selling of the things that he makes. It was like a family business, a community. Everything used to be passed down. If he was a blacksmith, his son would be a blacksmith. People didn't go to university to get an industrial job. They worked within their family unit, and women worked within that family unit. And yes, the roles were different. She would make food and she would like do the selling. And, I saw this photo of 3 young girls who used to shuckle oysters. Their hands are like blistered, bleeding, and ridiculous. They're 6 years old, 5 years old. I imagine my 4-year-old son having to do that. He can't even like open the fridge without complaining that it hurts his finger, right? We live in different times. So feminine energy isn't always what you think of, like this being this housewife at home, protected and secure. The feminine is a powerful energy. And I think if you want to use the word dark feminine to exemplify that, but we are warriors. Ladies, don't get it twisted. We have a duty to protect the young. That is what we do. That is why we fire up so much when we see that something is against children. Like in our biological mind, things are either a predator of children or things are a protector of children, and that is how it comes down to it. And if you're a predator, women will attack you, try and get rid of you as a threat. And if you're a protector of children, then you're welcome in the community. That is at the back of our primordial brain, okay? So if you want to use your dark and feminine for that, if you want to utilize it to be decisive, to be driven, to protect your children, to make decisions and to set boundaries and not take shit. A lot of bloggers talk about, you know, dark feminine is if he's not turned up on a date, you say, I'm sorry, I don't want to date you anymore. You can use your dark feminine or your light feminine to say that. You can use dark feminine, you could say, I'm sorry, I'm not interested, like that, bang. Or you can use your light feminine and be like, oh, it's not you, it's me. On to the next. You can say it light, you can say it dark, you can say it up, you can say it down. It really doesn't matter. As I said, I love a branded moment and I love a gimmick and I love a character. But let's not do the thing that always gets us in trouble and make it seem to young women that if they have a boundary that they're dark. Huh? No, it's not light, it's not dark to have a boundary. It's neither of those things. It just is, you know, it just is how you feel. So that is my take on the dark feminine and the light feminine energies. Excuse me, I'm just opening my Instagram if you are listening. I think what I can do at the end of this episode, since I've shared that, is go back into my Instagram archives and pull up your questions and answer 3 questions as we are going along here, because I have so many questions from you guys that I never bloody answer, and it will be a good moment to answer them. Maybe 3. Let me know what you think about dark feminine energy. What does the black cat do when a man doesn't want to talk about an issue? This is because we were talking about black cat energy, which is the essence of dark feminine energy. It's always black cat, dark feminine, meow. As I said, I love it. If you want to read more about it, my Substack is there. I'll leave it all in the description box and all the black cat energy videos. But essentially, if dark feminine and the black cat energy gives you power, use it. Use whatever gives you power, okay? Use anything that gives you power. If a man doesn't want to talk about an issue to a dark energy woman, or a black cat woman, the black cat woman or the dark energy woman understands this. She understands deep psychological truths that if a person doesn't want to talk about an issue, it means that they're not interested in addressing that issue. It means that that person, if pinned and pursued and questioned, will not give you a correct answer anyway. Say the issue is, when is this man going to commit? Let's just say it's a very generic issue like that, right? She's brought it up once, she's brought it up twice, she's brought it up 3 times. He's avoiding the issue. The dark energy / black cat woman understands that pursuing him to answer the question is not going to get the question answered. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not going to give you an honest result. He's not going to suddenly go, oh, do you know what? Now that you've asked me the 3rd time, I'm going to be honest. I'm not really interested in you as a partner. What are you talking about? That's not going to happen. He's not going to give you an honest result. She understands that what he does is much more important than what he says. If he's avoiding the subject, she's no longer interested in the subject. If he's not trying to close the relationship and choose you as a partner and decide that this is what you're going to do, she's no longer interested in it either. You understand? She understands that her chasing him is not going to make him closer to her, but it's going to make him run. A woman in her anxious attachment, like deeply trying to chase a man and pin him down, is going to want to soothe herself as opposed to have an actual good relationship. And I used to have this problem where if somebody didn't want to discuss an issue, let's say, I would pursue them till the cows come home. I still have this toxic trait, okay? I would berate them. I got the answer that I perceivedly wanted, feeling satisfied in the moment, But the dark energy woman, she's got self-control. She's a black cat energy woman. She knows that she needs to be chased as opposed to chase. She understands that if he is not pursuing her and if he's avoiding an issue, that means the issue is not of interest to him. I would like to see you more. He doesn't want to discuss that, means he doesn't want to see you. I want to be married. He doesn't ask you to get married, doesn't want to discuss the issue. It means that's not what he wants. She accepts people for who you are. Someone is showing you who they are. Trust them and believe them. Stop trying to change them. What happens if the man has also a black cat energy instead of golden retriever? Notion on TikTok about the black cat and the golden retriever is the golden retriever is the one that chases in a relationship and the black cat is the one who is chased. If the man is a black cat, that means he is a black cat to you. He could be a golden retriever to someone else. Do you understand? It's a dynamic. It's not an identity issue. One black cat non-negotiable that makes her easily recognizable as one. A non-negotiable for a dark energy black cat woman is, in essence, it's maturity and knowledge of self. She's not chasing you. She's not trying to pursue you. She's not trying to lock you down. She's not trying to make you into something you're not. She's not doing any of those things. She's very much on her own journey. And she doesn't try and make anyone feel bad, guilt trip, feminine manipulations. Like, I've done so much for you. I gave up my life. I moved from Dallas to New York for you. And now you won't even for this. She doesn't do any of that. She lives her life in a way that she's making herself happy, that she never has to say those things to a person. She doesn't look for you to make her happy because she can make herself happy. And she's never going out of her way to guilt trip you in order to, make sure that you owe her something. You feel me? Let's talk about it. Talk to me in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.